I'm Tobore Ovuorie. Keep watching Backstage Story TV.
The path to success is to take massive, determined action. That quote is from Anthony Robbins. All achievement, all earned riches have beginning in an idea. That's from Napoleon Hill. I'll take this one from Henry Ford. Henry Ford says, when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. This is Backstage Story Show on BackstageStory.tv in association with several of our media partners, including Nollywood Broadcasting Service in France. I have my very special friend, Soulful Mind Media in the US, and then Nollywood Spotlight in the US. We have my friend in Nigeria, Ojutole Magazine, online magazine, and Shoki Shombolo is also my partner here in Nigeria. This is Backstage Story Show. Today we have a very special guest, and this is our very first episode on the TV. So welcome. I'll be right back shortly.
For an awesome entertainment and adventure.
Education erases ignorance.
Information is power.
Always log on www.backstagestory.tv.
Get movie auditions.
Watch and listen to exclusive interviews and movies.
Get useful tips on health and other issues.
I am Patience Idoku.
I am Precious Iwuchukwu.
I am Millicent Aguya in Lagos, Nigeria.
And I am Demola Sonyaolu. Together, we will give you a memorable and wholesome experience to keep you coming back. In collaboration with other global media brands,
Nollywood Broadcasting Service, France.
Nollywood Spotlight, USA.
Soulful Mind Media, USA.
Ojutole and Shoki Shombolo online magazines.
We will take you around the world in a matter of seconds. www.backstagestory.tv.
Entertainment,
education,
information.
Always log on to www.backstagestory.tv.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Lavita Hunter Oche, and I'm an author, realtor, speaker, and success coach from the United States. And I'm so excited. I'm here on the Backstage TV show where you get empowered, inspired, and informed. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. This is still BackstageStory.tv. Enjoy all our programs. Our main objective is a three-pronged objective. It's entertainment, education, and information. I am Demola Sonyaolu, and today I have a very special guest with me. A young, vibrant woman, a lady of substance, a lady of value, a lady of virtue, elegant, delectable, sweet, gorgeous. With me today I have Tobore Ovuorie. She also has this meat in her name. She will explain what that is. Let's meet Tobore. Tobore.
Yeah.
Nice to have you.
Thanks a lot.
All right, Tobore. Let's start from the start. Who exactly is Tobore? Let me start from there.
Tobore Ovuorie is first an investigative journalist. Then, secondly, the founder of the Media Initiative Against Human Trafficking and Women Rights Abuse here in Nigeria. You talked about the MIT in my name, MIT.
What does it mean?
It's an abbreviation for Mitini. That's my father's name.
Okay, what does it mean?
Mitini. Meeting.
Meeting?
Meeting. He was giving birth to during, one of all these their meetings.
Okay.
And he was given the name Mitini. But the Americans couldn't pronounce Mitini.
Okay.
And they helped him abbreviate his name to MIT, MIT.
Okay, so that's why you're Tobore Meet Ovuorie.
Ovuorie, yeah. So that anyone from my side, once they see the MIT, they will be able to tell which of the Ovuorie I am.
Okay.
They will know I'm the daughter of meat.
All right. Tobore is the founder of Media Initiative Against Human Trafficking and Women Rights Abuse. That's
MIAHWRA.
Okay, MIAHWRA, a non-profit, non-denominational, and non-partisan organization. Tobore is also a dogged, multi-award-winning investigative. Multi-award-winning. Now let's talk about the awards. What are the awards?
Please, I don't want us to sleep here.
Just mention a few of the awards.
There is that of the Wale Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism. I've won the health category before, and I've won that of Women Reports.
Okay.
I have been a finalist for the online category. Then I've equally cutted that of Rotary International as the overall humanitarian reporter of the year. That was 2013. I have for that same 2020 Rotary International, I won that of disease prevention and management.
Okay.
There are quite a number of them. I really don't even remember all my awards.
All right. Now you are also a member of the African Investigative Publishing Collective.
Yes.
What's that about?
AIPC is a group formed by African investigative journalists who are from different countries.
Okay.
And it's a small group, but we do hard-hitting stories. We don't want the African narratives, especially when it comes to investigative reporting, to be told by the West. You know, they simply just come over here, they speak with some persons or do researches. No, those of us here in Africa, we should do the telling of the story. We do we form the narratives. But in the AIPC, we equally collaborate. That is, we do transnational investigative reports.
All right. Now, you published your first book at the age of 16.
Yes.
Before I go into that, let's take a short break and we'll be right back. I am still Demola Sonyolu and you are tuned to Backstage Story TV. Don't go anywhere. It promises to be fun. We'll be right back.
I'm Joke Silva, an actress and producer. I am on the Backstage Story show with Demola.
For an awesome entertainment and adventure,
Education erases ignorance.
Information is power.
always log on www.backstagestory.tv.
Get movie auditions.
Watch and listen to exclusive interviews and movies.
Get useful tips on health and other issues.
I am Patience Idoku.
I am Precious Iwuchukwu.
I am Millicent Aguya in Lagos, Nigeria.
And I am Demola Sonyolu. Together, we will give you a memorable and wholesome experience to keep you coming back. In collaboration with other global media brands,
Nollywood Broadcasting Service, France.
Nollywood Spotlight, USA.
Soulful Mind Media, USA.
Ojutole and Shoki Shombolo online magazines.
We will take you around the world in a matter of seconds. www.backstagestory.tv.
Entertainment,
Education
Information.
always log on to www.backstagestory.tv.
You are still tuned to Backstage Story TV. Remember, you can watch, listen, and educate, entertain, and inform yourself by logging on www.backstagestory.tv, and we have quite a number of programs on that channel. I still have with me Tobore Ovuorie. Tobore, we were talking about you publishing your first book at the age of 16. Now, let's do a recap. While you were growing up, your growing up years, was there anything you were doing that pointed to the fact that you were going to have this humanitarian nature in you? Or is there anything, while you were growing up, were there habits or nuances or mannerisms that you had when you were younger that pointed to the fact that, oh, I need to start fighting for, human rights?
I will say yes, in the sense that right from childhood, I'd always been a non-conformist. I don't follow the maddening crowd. And I can recall even as young as the age of 5, 8, gradually coming up, I always had questions. I questioned everything around me. And especially, there was so much social injustice, economic, political, but that of the social injustice, I had too many questions about the girl child, The elderly ones around me would tell me, oh no, sit like this. Don't you know you are a girl? Do this. Don't you know you are a girl? This. Don't you know you are a girl? And I can recall before my teenage years, I was, somebody asked me, what do you want to become in life? And I said, okay, I want to be a journalist and I will do part-time writing and I want to help girls and women. And the person was, what about marriage? And I was like, okay, I also will become a professor. And the person was, don't you know you are a girl? There was this, you are a girl. And even right from childhood, I already had questions that, hey, what crime have I committed being a girl? What crime have I committed being a girl? And as a child then, anything injustice, I would flare up, I would say no, and those around me would tell me, this is your temper, don't you know you are a girl, a woman is not supposed to have this type of temper. And I would tell them, no, what this person did is wrong. It is, though it ends with some good amount of beating.
All right, I'm still with Tobore. Tobore, before we go into your background, a little bit of a background, you published 2 books and your publishing started at the age of 16. What stirred that? What motivated you into that?
Okay, let's take a peek at my childhood. I'm the only daughter of my parents. I have 4 brothers. And any lady who grew up without a sister, with and the kind of environment I grew up in, I had books around me. My bedroom, I had books. In short, my bedroom could qualify as a library. I had books around me, so I would read. And since I had no sister, I didn't do all these playing with Barbie dolls, teddy bears. I played with books, not all teddies. I didn't know what it was like to be this girly.
Okay.
So it was just books for me. And while reading, I would travel to different parts of the world just reading. Yeah, just reading. And when I was in senior secondary school, I had this fantastic literature teacher, Mr. Akim Lasisi. He later left to become a journalist. He works with the Punch newspaper now. And Akim Lasisi really inspired me. I loved reading, but with Akim Lasisi's style of teaching, I fell in love with literature. And he is a poet. Okay. Now he's a performing poet. Okay. The way he taught poetry, and I fell in love. I'd always been writing before SS1, but he polished my writing. Okay. And I can recall performing some of my poems back during our literary and debating society. And he called me, hey, come and join the Association of Nigeria Authors. But along the line, he later left the school. It was much more later I learned he had become a journalist. So all the while I've been writing, and my dad helped get some of my poems published in the Junior Guardian, that's Sunday Guardian newspaper. So when I was almost through with my secondary school education, were able to gather some of my poems. I lost so many of my poems because there was a time our house got burned, so I lost.
Wow.
Just the few were able to salvage.
Okay.
We made a collection of poems out of it.
Wow. Tobore has our resume is is dumbfounding. Tobore is an award-winning, is a dogged. When you say someone is dogged, she's never say die, never say die person, and then multiple award-winning investigative and health journalist with several years experience covering health politics. Now, there was one encounter we were talking about before we came into the studio. There was a particular time you did this investigative report about prostitution in Benin.
Human trafficking
in Nigeria, okay? And then you had to go as an undercover agent.
Yeah.
You want to do a recap? What actually inspired you to take that job despite the risk involved? If you were discovered, how did you manage?
To be honest, I would say that I didn't get my risk analysis well. Okay. To be honest.
Before you got into that?
Yes. I didn't get my risk analysis well. So the turnout of the investigation, it later became nasty. Wow. I would say it was quite an unfortunate thing, but it was a result of not doing a very good risk analysis. I underestimated the people I was going to travel with. So when people get to say, oh, that was brave, I'm like, it was just an investigation that went sour, as far as I'm concerned. An investigation that went sour. But on what propelled me into doing the story, in 1999, I had lost somebody close to me to human trafficking. And May 2013, while working at a different media house, somebody from the Netherlands sent me an email. She got my email address from the head of investigations at Premium Times. She pitched the story, and I liked it, especially where I was coming from. That's the past experience. And we had this sync. I could feel the vibe that, yes, I can work with this person. And I accepted. But I had to make them understand that, I hope you know, I can't rob Peter to pay Paul. I'm working at this other media house. I can't do something this massive because it's going to be time consuming. I can't get to do this while I'm working with this other media house. That would mean I'm robbing my present employers to pay somebody else, which would be highly unfair. If I were in their shoes, I wouldn't take it. And that was how I ended up moving to Premium Times, to join the Premium Times, yes, and we did the investigation.
All right, I am Demola Sonyaolu, and Tobore is a source of motivation. We will be right back after this short break. Tobore meets Ovuorie is still with me in the studio. Don't go anywhere. Backstage Story Show continues shortly.
I am Zach Oji, an actor, filmmaker, and media consultant from Nigeria. And I'm on the Backstage Story Show with Demola.
My name is Keidra L. Curry, and I'm the CEO of Sofa Minds Media. And when I want the hottest news, information, or as we call it here in the U.S. and the beautiful sunshine state of Florida, spilling the tea, we get the tea from Backstage Story, baby. The hottest and up-and-coming movies coming straight out of Nollywood. And not just Nollywood, the UK. It's an international thing. Sexy and beautiful? Tune into Backstage Story, and you'll feel like you're right there in Lagos. No wahalas. And here from the U.S., we love you, Niger. And we definitely love our Backstage Story. So tune in with us and find out what's hot.
Thank you for staying tuned. It is the Backstage Story Show on BackstageStory.tv. Tobore is still with me. She's looking elegant. She's radiating glory. Tobore, you had educational background in English and literary studies,
Yes.
journalism, broadcasting, and you have a master's degree in psychology.
Yeah.
You can see me heaving a sigh. Well, now, Dear Ego and Singles Bliss. Dear Ego, what's the storyline of that book? It was one of its two.
No, a column.
A column, okay, a column in National Mirror.
Yes, it was a
Then,
column
right.
I wrote back at National Mirror newspaper. It was the Saturday edition of National Mirror newspaper. More of a life coach, relationship page, a hopeful page, and people get to write me with their issues, and from the experience as a psychologist, I get to answer them. But I would say most of the persons who wrote to me were usually young girls, young ladies, with different issues.
Now, let's talk about male chauvinism.
Okay.
You grew up amongst the male, would I say. Now, male chauvinism, we live in a male-dominated society. Male chauvinism and the profession, you rose to get to that master's level. What's your impression about male chauvinism?
Nigeria is a patriarchal society, and for a woman will need to go extra mile, while a man doesn't necessarily need to go extra mile. No, seriously speaking, doesn't necessarily have to go extra mile for you to be accepted as a woman. Though I'm not even after anybody accepting me, I've gotten to that point of
accepting yourself.
Yes, loving myself. The man doesn't need to do much. The woman, from experience, my experience and other personal experiences, that's friends, family, a man gets, let me start with, an unmarried man buys a car. The guy has really worked. An unmarried woman buys a car. This one has no plans, so she doesn't want to get married. No, besides, where did she get the money? She must have been prostituting herself. An unmarried young man decides, I want to live in a 3-bedroom apartment. And the society will go, he's really planning ahead for the future, for a family. And an unmarried woman decides, I want to be comfortable. For those of us like me who is claustrophobic, I want to be comfortable. We go rent a 3-bedroom. This one, she has no plans to get. I say everything. There's this, I will call it marriage shaming. Marriage shaming. She doesn't want to get married. She must have a sugar daddy somewhere, footing the bills of the 3-bedroom apartment. Then there is this 36-year-old young man, not yet married. He still has time. He's only taking his time to choose a very good woman. Then there is this 36-year-old unmarried young woman who is doing fantastically well in her career, as in all phases of life. But the only crime she has committed against the society is she's not married. At 36, what's she waiting for? John Lord, time is going.
All right, you are still tuned to the Backstage Story Show. This is Backstage Story Show, and Tobore is an exciting person to be with. Now, Tobore, let's talk about your most recent, this book, I Am Not to Be Sold, edited by you, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then you have this name, Igofume.
Ihofume.
Okay, we don't pronounce the G.
You don't pronounce the G.
Okay, Ihofume. What's the meaning of Ihofume? I love asking that question. What's the meaning of that?
Money.
Money?
Fits me.
Tobore money fit me.
Yeah.
Ovuorie.
Spends the money on me. I
think I'll add that name to my name now. Ihofume.
Ihofume.
It will not be Demola Ihofume. So All right, this is the book I'm not to be sold. You know, I need the. Wow, I'm not to be sold, and the what do you call it? The cover write-up says, "I'm not to be sold" is a media initiative against human trafficking and women rights abuse. Debut project on human trafficking awareness creation. It is a collection of poems on human trafficking by secondary school students in Lagos State. It is intended to educate children about the inhuman business and prevent them from falling prey to traffickers. Wow. The book is edited, not written by you.
I had to use edited because the poems, besides one which I wrote when I was in secondary school, the other poems are written by secondary school children in Lagos between the age of 8 and 14. And how I came about the children, when I returned to the country last year, then August, the Media Initiative Against Human Trafficking and Women Rights Abuse, MIAHWRA, was founded. And a couple of my friends and we had the mindset of, okay, we're going to go from school to schools to teach the children about the A to Z, about human trafficking, because whether we like it or not, human trafficking is not just staring us in our faces in Nigeria. It appears to have come to sit with us. It's no longer a business. Some people now see it as this is our means of livelihood. If we don't sell a fellow human being, we will not be able to feed.
Wow.
So to ensure, and there is this get-rich syndrome in the country right now. Our value system have gone the other way around. The tables are turning. Everything appears to be inside out, upside down, and no one cares to verify what's this person's source of wealth or livelihood or whatsoever. If you're not driving a big car, living in a big house in the big parts of town, people tend to look down on you. And to ensure we catch the little ones young before they get polluted, that's the idea of MIAHWRA, going from schools to schools. And to bring in since I'm a literary person, we then decided to make learning fun. Write poems with the theme, I am not to be sold. We had over 200 entries, and this year we decided, let's select some of the poems and have this book published.
All right, so with the names of the poets.
Oh yes, the names of the poets.
All right.
In the book.
So do you intend to share a lot of not to be sold copies of it? Or are you selling this?
When we go from school to school, the copies we give to the children are free. They are not to be sold. But anybody outdoors who wants copies of the book, they can go online, konga.com. The books are there, and they can get copies there.
All right, this is still BackstageStory.tv. Tobore meets Ovuorie. Ihofume. I'm going to add that Ihofume to my name because money fits me, so spend it on me. It's names are powerful, and when you say it, then it's because you can see the way she's glowing. Somebody is spending money on her already, so money fits me too. My name now is Ademola Ihofume. So all right, this is Backstage Story Show on BackstageStory.tv. Remember that YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, BackstageStory.tv. Instagram, we are on Backstage Story TV on Instagram. Twitter, it's Backstage Story 7. Facebook, Backstage Story TV. You can, and then www.backstagestory.tv. Don't go anywhere. This is still BackstageStory.tv, and I am Demola Sanyolu. I'll be right back after this short break.
I am Adetokunbo Adeyinka Azuwike, an actor, filmmaker, producer, also the chairman Association of Movie Producer, Plateau State Chapter. I am on the Backstage Story Show with Demola Sanyolu.
for an awesome entertainment and adventure.
Education erases ignorance.
Information is power.
Always log on www.backstagestory.tv.
Get movie auditions.
Watch and listen to exclusive interviews and movies.
Get useful tips on health and other issues.
I am Patience Idoku.
I am Precious Iwuchukwu.
I am Millicent Aguye in Lagos, Nigeria.
And I am Demola Sonyaolu. Together, we will give you a memorable and wholesome experience to keep you coming back in collaboration with other global media brands.
Nollywood Broadcasting Service, France.
Nollywood Spotlight, USA.
Soulful Mind Media, USA.
Ojutole and Shoki Shombolo online magazines.
We will take you around the world in a matter of seconds. www.backstagestory.tv.
Entertainment,
education,
information.
Always log on to www.backstagestory.tv.
Thank you, listening audience, watching audience, viewers globally on different parts of the social media and from different parts of the globe. Tobore Ovuorie. Tobore, what message you have for the female folks that see you as a mentor in absentia? A lot of people look at you and say, "Wow, I want to be what she has been,"
really?
But they don't know what you've been through, really. But what's your message for the women folk?
I would want to make it in two different phases. For the girl watching us now, I would say dream big. Don't limit yourself because you are a girl. What that boy can do, you can do more than multiples of it. Dream big, aim big. Once you can set goals, be rest assured you will attain them. The only person who can stop you is you yourself, no other person. And for the young woman watching us, never limit yourself. Step out. Dream, just as I've told the young girl watching us at the moment. Dream. Educate yourself. Get informed. Social media, I'm not anti-social media, but social media, you can use it for so many great things to help yourself, not posting nude videos or photographs of yourself, because what you do today is waiting for you tomorrow to haunt you or to promote you.
All right, that's Tobore Ovuorie. Tobore Ovuorie. All right, you can also meet Tobore on all the social media handles. On Facebook, Tobore Ovuorie. Twitter at Daughter of Meet. That's Daughter of MIT. Then on LinkedIn, Tobore Ovuorie. Google Plus, you can meet her on Tobore Ovuorie, and Instagram, Daughter of Meet. All right, Tobore Ovuorie is a founder of the Media Initiative Against Human Trafficking and Women Rights Abuse. MIAHWRA, MIAHWRA, a non-profit, non-denominational, and non-partisan organization. She's a dogged, multiple award-winning investigative and health journalist with several years of experience covering health, politics, foreign, women, fashion, crime, and business beats. She mainly investigates human rights abuses, corruption, health, and regulatory failures. Besides being founder of MIAHWRA, she's also senior investigative reporter with Premium Times, Nigeria's an online news medium. And she studied English and Literary Studies, journalism, broadcasting, and has a master's degree in psychology. She's a wealth of experience. I can't read on. If I do, then anyway, my guest today has been Tobore Ovuorie. I am Demola Sonyaolu. This is Backstage Story Show on backstagestory.tv. Until I meet you again, Tobore.
Thanks a lot for having me on the program.
All right, and keep staying tuned to backstagestory.tv. Do well, keep well, and stay atop your game. Bye for now.